Okay. Here. Oh my lord. Oh my god. I'm huge. You know, I think I need to have a third chair for Joel today. I think I need a third chair. Let me duplicate that real fast. Noink. A third chair for Joel. Or Joel gets no chair. I don't know. Oh, don't want to move that. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. We need tunes. We need the tunes. What do we want? What kind of tunes we want, chat? You decide. You make the rules today. Just kidding. It's going to be lo-fi. It has to be copyright free. So I can't use any of the things that you guys are recommending. Unfortunately. Oh, God. I hate this! No vocal. Can they just figure out their playlists? Okay. I might have to do just no music during the actual podcast. I might have to just do no music during the actual podcast. Yeah, we can turn alerts off, yeah. That would be great. Thank you. Do. I need to get more little mics. I gotta figure out where I have this mic and get 3 of them. Put them on this desk. Who's your guest today? As you can see in the title, it's Porcelain Maid! Oh my god, my headphone is in my jacket. Oh my god, 1 second. I like put my arm, it's like through the sleeve, okay. It's Joel! Me and CyYu went, wanna be a part of our podcast? You wanna join our podcast, Joel? You wanna come and talk about games that made you rage quit, Joel? I'm curious to see what games Joel will say. What do you guys think? We'll have to have Liz on as well eventually. Maybe we'll take suggestions from you guys on future guests. Are you guys gonna do the bit since Joel's here? Things that made Joel rage quit. Candy Mountain, Charlie. It's gonna be really great because I bet that CyYu and Joel are going to choose games that are actually hard, and my choices will be like, I really hated I Am Fish. I really hated the beginning of the first 5 minutes of Elden Ring. Or is Joel does Joel not rage quit, or does Joel easily rage quit? Because I easily rage quit. Devilman Cry. It's on my list. That's on my list. Listen, Pico Park's actually fun.
The collab that we did, the three of us with Liz, that was not fun. Depends on the group. Depends on the group. But the collab I just did, that was fun. I think it's us. I think we're the problem. Pico Park. It's fun until you felt sick. Oh my god, yeah, I laid down for like 2 hours yesterday. And then I had like soup for dinner because I was still sick. I was like, I can't eat anything. It's fun though. Every game makes father / Joel rage quit. Why do you guys call him father? Ever played Wobble Dogs? What the hell is Wobble Dogs? Because he got a divorce and kept the kids. Fair. Daddy is too weird. That's fair. He calls himself dad. Oh, interesting. He got a divorce and kept the kids. That's actually fair, though. I feel it. I feel it. He likes moms. Don't we all? I think it's a very rare opinion. Liz drops us off for chicken nuggets and he yells at us. I definitely don't go feral for moms. No, not you, Kingdom. Never you. I'd never peg you for a mom enjoyer. I don't have any evidence that says otherwise. Waffle Dogs is a cute, slightly cursed game where you breed and raise wobbly little dogs. Oh, what? Is it frustrating though? Wobble Dogs. It sounds sad. What? Wobble Dogs game. Oh, they look scary. Oh, I don't like this. They look terrifying. They look so scary, you guys. This is what they look like. Where the hell is it? What the hell? What happened? Where'd it go? Oh my god. I can't show you? What the hell? I can't show you. Whatever. Screw it. I think I can do this. Look at this. They're scary. I don't like them. What's this one? Bagel has died. What happened here? They look like me. You know, I actually feel it. There's something about this that just like, I don't like it, but it's also like a little too close to home. Like I feel a spiritual connection to these little guys. They're just little guys. There's wobbly little things. Oh my god, they're actually so cute. They're like unhinged, but incredibly adorable. Just like me. Look at that little guy. Look at him go. More gifts, please. Oh my god. He has wings? Some of them fly? What is this? Dog. Oh my god. What's happened? What happened to the little wobbly guy? Where's it going? It's going to the abyss. Not the shadow realm. Not the shadow realm. He's just vibing. Those are my dogs. My dogs will also stand that way, where a Ghost will be shaking his like tail and slapping James in the face, and James just stands there and takes it. He's like, he'll close his eyes. He'll go, he won't move. He'll just stand there and like close one eye and be like, I'm being hit in the head right now. Not the Shadow Realm. Head empty, no thoughts. Yeah, that's the vibe they give me, which I think is also the vibe that I give you guys. Am I incorrect? I'm a call. Is James a golden? He is a golden. They're late. I know. Well, CyYu said he was ready. Porcelain Maid. Joel said, let me just say hi and I'll be good. Does thou take 10 minutes to say hi? That's a long hello. Ah, late. Chaos vibes. CyYu's just talking in his stream. Get in here. I have a schedule to keep.
Hi.
Hello.
Dude, I'm here before your fucking your collab partner. What's
I
this?
know. What's
Your
with
own
you guys? You
podcast
guys
partner.
are so late. Just kidding.
I'm here. Also, what is this Fugi? Are you getting into Pico Park?
Oh,
What am
I played it
looking
yesterday.
at?
Sorry, I'll change it.
You're starting to like Pico Park, I think.
I
think
actually
you're
love
turning it
Pico
around on it.
Park.
Dude, you went from hatred to immediately liking it. What happened? You just didn't play with us, and then suddenly you like it.
I think we're without saying that. I think we're the problem. Yeah, I think our dynamic just heightens the chaos of Pico
I want
Park.
to say I never had an issue. I was just yelling because I think it's funny to yell.
Which I think is the problem.
I'm like an enhancer, dude. If CyYu gets
Yeah.
mad, I'll start yelling at you too.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
definitely an enhancer to the chaos.
What?
My Fugi was a Pico Park Fugi from yesterday's collab, so I had to change it. And Joel was asking if I'm liking Pico Park, and I said yeah, because you guys aren't there.
It's us, that's the problem.
Sorry, I was going through a rabbit hole. Chat, also, this video is from a month ago. Anyway, we'll look into that later.
I love rabbit holes.
Allegedly, the Patrick Star Show game, or the Patrick Star game, uses AI voices. Allegedly.
Dude,
oh no,
man, I'm so sick of this shit. I was gonna play TCG Simulator the other day, and then somebody told me it has AI art.
I also heard this.
I'm so mad. Because it looks so fun, and so many people are playing
what's
it.
TCG?
Yeah.
So you know grocery, yeah, you know the grocery shop
I wanted
simulator.
to play
It's
that. It uses AI art. Fuck.
Yeah.
I know. It's so it sucks. And then I looked at the reviews. It's overwhelmingly positive, and the only negative reviews are the AI art reviews. Because it's like just hire somebody, man. You got money, make a patch.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so apparently
popular
the
now.
narrator heard in multiple trailers. So it's not in the game.
But it's the trailer.
Yeah, it's apparently the text-to-speech AI synthesized voice called Jesse, which was created by 11 Labs. Yo, fuck 11 Labs.
This is for the Patrick one, not the TCG one, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
this is for the Patrick game, but it's not in the game. It was for the trailers.
That
Yeah, dude,
sucks.
AI is scary. And even if it's like a false accusation, it like hurts games sometimes. Because I know Zucosis doesn't use AI. They just have like mediocre voice actors. And people started like calling it AI, and it's like, no, it's not. They just are new voice actors. They're not as experienced.
Yeah, it's funny because like I was like there's a difference between AI and voice matching, and that's because
Right,
people weren't telling
yeah.
me. People weren't telling me because someone was saying like Mrs. Puff was being used as like that was AI, and I was like, I need the Carfax. You can't just say that.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
so apocalyptic. Like, imagine somebody saying you got AI'd. That sounds so fucked.
There
Imagine
was
like
one time.
a review on your voice acting, and it's like, nah, bro sounds AI.
That would be so
Honestly-
offensive.
It would be
Honestly,
so offensive.
there
It
was-
happens to
there was-
artists too.
There was one point that someone was like, dude, I think you got AI'd in like a trailer. And I was like, and I looked it up, and it wasn't that I got AI'd. It was that it was bad editing. Like they spliced the line to make it fit in the trailer. So it sounded bad. And I was like, oh.
That's not
Dude, what happened
AI
to
though.
old
It's
school
just
remixes where you
editing.
cut people's voice up for a song? Now people are just gonna say it's AI. You know what? I'm sick of these AI songs. Why don't you just go back to like our roots and remix people's voices instead?
True.
Mm-hmm.
Are we doing the hosting?
I
thing?
hope so. I
Yes,
brought out my
please.
2D model for a 3D model day
I
instead.
have 2 empty chairs next to me. I look very alone in my office.
I have two empty one empty chair and a
Ooh,
stool with
you
a
need 2
microphone.
empty chairs, dude. One empty chair radiates
got a
cuck
stool.
energy. You gotta be better than
you got a
that.
stool.
It's Joel. It's okay. Joel can sit on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
are you
crisscross
hosting it?
applesauce.
Are you hosting it? Do you want me to
Can you
host
host it?
Oh boy, here we go.
I thought you were gonna ask me to host it. Like, I'm the guest. What the
No,
fuck?
somebody else that's not me is all I ask. Oh God.
That leaves only CyYu. Would you like Trip?
Hold on. I think she might have.
Did she trip over her?
No, I got it. I fixed it.
Okay, Jesus Christ. That was such a desperate like gasp for air. Oh my God.
There's a thing that happens on the vertical monitor, which is where I keep Discord and chat and my VTuber VTube window, where it will like put those instead of like how I have the windows set up, it'll put them into like a grid, and it fucks up the orientation of my VTuber on stream when it happens. And I don't know I don't know what triggers it, but yeah.
Wait, Joel, what's your Steam?
What do you mean? You
Work
have
on
me
it,
on
right?
Steam. Do you not?
I know. Yeah, I just can't find you on VTube.
Oh, am I not online?
I guess not.
No, I am online. I'm just porcelain made. You don't need to invite me. Are you putting my name in? Are you using the filter to type in porcelain made?
On Steam Friends? Like through
No,
within
on the
VTube?
VTube Studio thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was just. Oh.
Do you see me, CyYu?
Yeah, just type in my name.
There you go. Well, I have to host it first.
I'm shaking them. I still am mad that this says a password. Who's gonna like hack into a VTube Studio collab?
Like I know. Hey,
What's
don't
the
blame
point of
me.
it?
Yeah.
It's just silly. What am I gonna do? Just break into other people's VTube Studio collabs with my model? That's so dumb.
Like the knock feature, but just in VTube Studio with no audio.
Oh no.
Just
Oh,
I
God.
appear. Me and my giant tail makes your entire stream lag.
It's
had to
like
move.
photo bombing.
So I'm using the Chibi model. So I had to so I had to rearrange my entire studio.
Joel, you're fucking huge.
Hi.
Okay.
You can
You're
recenter me. I can make
huge.
myself smaller.
Yeah, no, I gotta.
No, I just shrunk you. You're covering up the logo, but that's beside the point.
Okay. All right, let's see how you guys fare on my screen.
You
I'm
are
just now getting
definitely
assets
on
for
the
this kind
floor.
of
Oh
thing.
my god, oh god, everything's freezing.
CyYu, you look so silly being a chibi next to me.
I know. But don't I look adorable?
I mean, I could go smaller.
Oh my god, you're a
have
little
the ability
chibi. What do
to
I
be a
do?
little
No,
guy.
no.
Well, you ruined it.
What?
I had you all set up.
I can just switch back. It's not a big deal. Oh
No,
god, there's
Joel,
a fish
come
woman
back.
now.
Oh God, Monarch with her 200 megabytes of a fucking
Hello,
model.
it's me.
Dude, why are you 1 gigabyte? Like what your
I have a lot
tail
of
is lagging my
detail.
stream.
Your model's fat.
You can't say that.
Yes, I
You
can.
can't say that.
I'll say it.
You're
and I'll
not.
say it
Your
again.
model's not fat. It's
I'm
just
a
got
fat
it's-
sashimi.
I'm
It's
premium
not-
grade fish.
It's fluffy.
Your model's fat.
You gotta be nice. You can't say that.
This is our podcast. I think I can.
You got a big head.
Yeah,
Big
I'm gonna make you
noggin.
have a big fucking head,
That's why they
dude.
call me Big Head. And yet your forehead is still fucking bigger.
Literally, someone came
That's how
to.
she shows off her jewelry.
Yeah.
No. That's the jewelry was DLC because let's be honest, it wasn't always there.
Oh my god, get away.
No, it's attached to my head. It actually grows out of my forehead.
Yeah, I got big head mode unlocked. So
Yeah, you really do. You gotta be like a chibi where you can like make the.
Is there a reason you're using the chibi?
yeah, I just like it.
Okay, yeah,
You only
that's fair.
fit in the chair, but it's fine.
I can't argue with that. I can't argue. There's like no logical reason to that. It's just,
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it.
I would try to. I can't fucking say anything to that.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Look at this little
my.
fucking thing.
Look at us,
Yeah.
back at it again.
I'm back
Dude,
at it
this
again.
is bringing back my trauma from having you guys read my fan fiction.
Oh yeah,
Speaking
I forgot
of,
about
I
that.
actually have it pulled up for this specific
No.
episode.
No, why?
I don't actually. I'm totally fucking with you.
Chat, when CyYu made this, he was like, we need a group chat, and then he used the old fan fiction group chat, because if you don't know, I used to write novels when I was 16, and I had both of these two read it on stream
Good
as my
times.
first meeting with them.
Good times.
Oh man.
That's where the Candy Mountain shit came from, by the
It
way.
sure did.
Damn. Chad even
Which,
was like,
by the
"Are you guys
way-
gonna do the bit?"
No.
By the way, that is the icon for this group chat.
It is actually. That's hysterical. That
And
art that
it's
I had done.
awful, and it's horrid.
I love
Worst
it.
thing.
I think it really just captures our friendship.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
We annoyed the ever living crap out of you.
And you
And
just
then-
roll your eyes, but you still love us.
It's never
Somehow.
out. The annoyance is never out of hatred. But sometimes when I yell at you guys, I want you to know.
Yeah.
We're listening.
Never mind.
No, finish your food.
It's mostly exaggerated, but at the heart of the exaggeration, there's a little kernel. There's a little kernel of just me strangling both of
Sanders?
you out of anger. And that's not what I. Okay.
Joel, you sway so much. Your model sways.
I'm standing. It's because I'm standing up. I like to move around a lot when I stream.
Wow.
That's
Man,
it.
What's next? A 3D
I got energy.
model?
Stay still,
Yeah, well, I actually
fucker,
am
stay
switching to my
still.
3D model after this.
Yeah, we know.
You can't move me. I have power here.
I'm gonna like hold you. Stay still. We're gonna like
No.
straight jacket you to the chair.
No.
And no,
Velcro
you'll
you
only Show
down.
off the logo. No, if you keep moving, you'll show off the.
Well, that's
Scuff and
true.
Stuff
Yeah.
Logo.
What, like a fan going at Mach speed? Here.
Yeah.
You're like a bowling pin. You're like, will I knock over?
Oh,
will
dude,
I?
don't-
Will it be a strike?
Don't say that. My silhouette on my model is actually kind of bowling pinish.
Oh, I've never.
He's got
If
that
with
bowling pin
long hair,
physique.
if I do this, it's fine. But without it, I look like an actual bowling pin.
Are you ready for the debut?
Oh, God.
Silhouette reveal.
Strike!
The VTubers that do like the silhouette for their debut post, they're like, if you guys get 10 likes, I'll reveal myself. And then the reveal is just a bowling pin.
Yeah, it's you. And for your debut, you're holding a bowling competition on Switch Sports.
Damn.
I would love that.
Art of us three going bowling.
That'd be awesome.
That would be pretty crazy.
Do you guys like bowling? Is bowling a fun activity?
I do like bowling. It's very nostalgic. CyYu, his mic died.
What?
You were yapping. Your mouth is moving, but you weren't talking.
Oh.
CyYu's in front of my GamerSubs logo too, so it always covers his mouth. I actually couldn't see.
Did you say something after I said I like bowling? Did you say something?
Yeah, I
Oh.
was going into a story.
No, you. I saw you yapping, but there was no sound coming out of that
What
mouth.
I was saying was, I do like bowling, but
Do you guys not fight when I'm in between both of you?
No.
It makes me
Anyway.
feel awkward.
So, like I was saying, I like bowling, but recently I went bowling with Hayden, and it turns out I fucking suck.
Well,
bowling?
that doesn't mean
Yeah.
you should hate it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I'm just bad.
Oh,
I just
a lot
hate
worse
losing.
than I used to be. And
That's
yes, I
fair.
do hate losing.
that's fair. That's fair. I feel like
I
it
don't have
also
enough
depends on
competitive
like
spirit.
the weight of the ball and stuff, and like.
Do you not go for the heaviest ball? I
No.
immediately go for the chunkiest bowling ball whenever I play bowling.
Oh, I just
I go in the middle.
yeah, I go in the middle. Like I go with one that like has some weight but isn't like too light.
I want to work out, dude. I
Oh.
want to work out if I'm bowling.
I just want to
If
be
I'm
able to
doing
like.
like the most greasy sport for old men, I'm gonna at least get a workout while doing it.
I mean,
do you
I
try-
guess that does it work for you?
For old
Yeah,
men.
well, what I do is I don't throw the I don't actually bowl the ball. I kind of just really slowly roll it towards the middle, like an asshole. So my
You
turn
use
takes
the
like
little
5
dragon
minutes, but it
thing, don't
works.
you?
Oh my god.
What's the dragon thing?
No, Joel does like the grandpa bowling technique where
do.
he like throws it between his legs.
No, I don't throw it between my legs. What I do is okay, maybe I do, but like I
If it
take
works,
the
it
ball and I
works.
slowly roll it towards the middle, and I get strikes, man. It works.
You just hunch down and go heave
yes,
ho.
yeah. Oh, I don't need more people thinking that I'm old. Like I already talked about how I eat bran flakes for breakfast for my cereal of
You
choice. I like fiber. I want
Joel's-
fiber in my diet.
Joel's fucking cosplaying it. God, what is that Greek guy with the rock? His name is not Syphilis, but I joke that his name is Syphilis.
Sisyphus.
Sisyphus, that's it.
Oh man, Sisyphus.
He's
Joel's
pushing a
just
rock up
Sisyphus.
because his unending torment is that he'll never actually gets to complete anything. He's constantly being edged. His torment is edging.
You should really play that one game.
No.
That is literally
No.
pushing the boulder
I-
up.
Dude,
No,
those
I
games
know what you're talking
okay,
about.
that gets into the topic of this podcast, by
It
the
does.
way.
We can talk about that once we begin. I
do you
do
wanna
have
start us
syphilis
off?
here listed.
Syphilis?
I call him syphilis because my dyslexia.
Stop calling him after a fucking deadly disease.
There was a time where I was reading this
Oh,
and I
man,
read it. I'm dyslexic, so I read it off as Sisyphus, and I go, what?
Imagine
or
a
syphilis.
dyslexic doctor saying that you have syphilis.
That's why I'm not
You
in
have
healthcare.
syphilis. It's okay. Americans don't in the first place.
I think I would do better than half the doctors I've had to go see. So
Then would you like to start us off?
let's do it.
All right, go ahead.
Hello, and welcome back to episode 6, episode 1
There
of
you go.
Scuff and Stuff, featuring Porcelain Maid.
Hooray!
I'm Monarch, one of your hosts and holder of one brain cell.
I'm CyYu, and I'm the holder of that same brain cell sometimes because this is a game of Pong, and one day we'll collab and play that game.
And today we're the three fates sharing one single brain cell.
I definitely feel like Joel is probably the smart one that yells at us and gets smacked while we
Possibly.
try.
I don't think I'm smart. I just have more. I just
It's our
have more
dad.
anger in my heart for you guys. So
Yeah,
it
that's
makes
what I
me
said.
sound smarter just by yelling at you.
The Three Stooges.
I'm Mo. That's what it is. Mo's
We're
not
the-
smart, but he always looks like the smart one in front of the other two.
Yup.
The three blind mice or something over here.
Oh God.
God, that's even worse because they're blind.
It's
The other ones were just stupid.
We're just little
Anytime
guys.
now I think of the three blind mice, I always go to Shrek.
That sucks.
Aw,
that
that's a cute one.
seems kind of awful, actually.
Yeah.
Imagine like making a story and then your story gets a cameo and it's only known for the cameo.
Well, I mean, isn't that just Disney?
That's fair.
Man,
Like,
Touche,
I don't like
touche.
Disney, though.
Well, no. By your logic, isn't that the case?
Yeah, I mean that I do. That it is the case because I also don't like Disney for that reason.
Well, the Grimm's fairy tales. Yeah.
I'll
That
be
is
honest
fair.
though, I've
Everything
read
is just
Grimm fairy
rewritten.
tales. A lot of them aren't that good.
Yeah.
Anyway, today's episode, the theme is games that make you rage quit or games that frustrate you. I kind of like games that make you rage quit.
Did
I
you
mean-
pick this theme specifically for me because of the rage in it?
Yes.
Yes.
Or was this like
Not
pre?
even kidding.
No, it was
It
specific.
was
Okay.
we chose the theme and then we went, we should have guests. And I went, who
Joel.
should we have? And we went, Joel.
Joel.
Immediately,
Joel.
we both went, Joel.
Joel.
Like, who fits this theme?
There
It's
was
so
another theme.
funny.
There was another theme we talked about, but I was like, I don't know if that should be our first.
Yeah,
guest
yeah.
name.
We thought this one suited you best, so we
this fits
stuck you
because a
here.
lot of people see me as an angry person, which is I'm not an angry person. It's really funny, but I like the perception that I'm like this angry dude because it's kind of funny. It's kind of very funny that so many people think that I'm like the hyper aggressive intimidation factor.
You're just always at an 11.
I think so. I think it's the energy that I have that
Yeah.
people think that it comes off as aggressive, but
Which is
most
not
of
a
it's
bad thing.
aggressive positivity.
Yeah.
Like, I'll use that same anger that I get frustrated at you guys with in video games to like throw love at people at the same time.
Yeah, you're like a soccer dad.
I don't think you've ever.
A soccer dad?
Go on, Johnny. Get that ball. Run faster, Johnny. Johnny. No dinner for you, Johnny. Go, go.
That seems more toxic than you think.
How
Yeah.
many soccer games have you been to?
They're
Go
a lot
ahead.
worse than you think, Monarch.
Go ahead. No, Joel,
I've
Joel,
seen
let-
quite
let her
my
speak.
fare of competitive parents, and it cracks me up all the time.
Yeah, for soccer.
Not for soccer, just all sports.
Yeah.
Would you rather
Soccer. Is
I
that what
say
you
that Joel
visualize
reminds me
me
of a
as?
horse dad?
What?
A competitive
horse dad?
A horse parent? Competitive horse parent? I used to do competitive riding. I've seen some really intense parents.
Monarch,
Really
the
intense
nicest way-
parents.
That is like the whitest woman thing I've ever heard you say. I used to do
It
competitive
is what it
horse
is.
riding. Girl,
I am.
what?
It is what it is.
That is the most white
You
thing I've
took
ever
the
heard you
words
say.
out of my mouth.
Me and CyYu over here sitting in one corner of the area just staring at you talk about competitive horse
First
riding.
of all, if
Ain't
you're
that the truth?
if you're at a soccer game and someone just yells out, "You get him, Johnny," I don't think.
Go get him, Johnny. Run, Johnny, or no
Yeah.
supper for you, Johnny.
I think you think of me as a soccer dad because when I yell at you, it's yelling not out of anger, it's yelling out of I want you to be better. And I think you think of, you know, your competitive horse dad.
It's not. It's the I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed yelling.
Joel yelling is like SpongeBob yelling at Gary.
Oh, we are blowing it, Gary!
Yeah, there's love
You're
behind it.
blowing it.
You're gonna eat it and you're gonna like it.
Oh, it's so true. There's love behind it. There's just a lot of a lot of power.
Well, that episode specifically, that SpongeBob was 100% just using Gary for his own gain.
Oh, 1000%.
Not to fucking psychoanalyze, you know, SpongeBob the episode.
I know that we have a theme for today and it's video games, but I saw this last night on TikTok. Is SpongeBob not funny unless you watched it in the past? Like, you don't think?
No, it's still funny. I think people today
so
still
too.
like it.
I think so too. But like, if folks were like, "Yeah, if you haven't seen SpongeBob, some of those jokes aren't funny," and I was like,
Oh, that's weird.
No,
shit, you
I
need to
think-
see it. Like,
Yeah, you have to obviously watch the show
Like
to
visual.
find it
Yeah,
funny.
you have to know
right?
the lore.
yeah, but I still think it holds up.
I
Like,
think it
because
does.
the way they were making it sound, they were like, "Those aren't actually funny.
I think-
they're only funny now because of nostalgia." And I was like, "I don't."
That's not true.
think
That's
I think
not
they
true.
might be comparing classic SpongeBob to like new age SpongeBob.
Which, honestly, classic SpongeBob is way funnier.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. But it was just something I saw, and I was like, I wonder what other cartoons are like that. Because I was like, was regular show really that funny? And I've been rewatching it with Hayden, and it's hilarious.
We'll have to have an episode.
I want to rewatch those old things. I really do. A lot of old TV shows I really want to rewatch, like Courage and SpongeBob.
Oh God.
Oh God.
I know. Let me get my trauma again.
Were
but
there
that's
any
another
video
time.
games? Were there any SpongeBob or Courage video
Oh,
games
dude,
to
the
tie back
SpongeBob
our?
video game was one of the most popular GameCube games. Like
Battle for
it was a
Bikini
phenomenon. Yeah.
Yeah. I know that SpongeBob does. I want to say Courage had a game once
Probably
upon
like a
time.
Game
They've all
Boy
had
game.
games.
Yeah.
I just don't remember any of them, so they're not on my rage.
SpongeBob has some
lists.
great ones. Yeah.
SpongeBob had a lot. There was one thing that always made me mad in a SpongeBob game, if we want to get on topic, was that SpongeBob can't swim. And he lives underwater.
Oh,
so
so
when you're playing the
true.
game
Well, that's
and you
the-
hit
He's
the
a
water, he
sponge.
dies. Like I know the joke, but oh my God, SpongeBob, learn.
Oh no,
do you
you can't.
mean?
He's just a sponge.
It's
He's getting into the
deeper
salt
in.
pools.
It's deeper into the water pressure.
That's the brine water, yeah.
He's a sponge. All he has is sponge brain cells.
Have you guys ever, like, has a game ever frustrated you to the point where you just, like, either throw your remote, break the disc when physical media existed because the game industry doesn't want it to exist? And, like, have you just, like, uninstalled it or anything, or?
I've
Like,
never
what's the worst
gotten
thing you've
mad
done?
at the difficulty of a game, but I've gotten mad at a game being just bad a couple of different times.
Like,
Well, I remember the only time I've ever refunded a game was, do you guys know the people that made Until Dawn and those games?
Yes.
They made, what was it? It was called Little Hope. And I hated it so much that I uninstalled it after an hour of playing and then refunded
the
it.
Dark Pictures one, right?
Yep, one of the it was
Yeah.
that bad.
Oh shit.
Really?
I hated
it. Was that the town one?
Yep, it was the town one.
Yeah. So
It was
funny
very
enough,
cheap.
I think that one is still better than their first, because Dark Pictures had that anthology, because it was the boat, the town.
I think
it
the boat one was
the
better.
Military. What? No.
The boat one had a better twist in it.
Really?
Even though if you could see it coming, I thought it was more interesting.
I don't think so. I felt like the boat one was way worse than the town. But I get what you mean. They are very cheap. They wanted to be Until Dawn so desperately, and I think that they're. I never played or watched the last one they had, which was the like almost Saw.
That's Until Dawn
the
starts kind of
werewolf one?
Saw-like.
Yeah, Until Dawn is, but no, there was the Dark Pictures, the last anthology game they had. It was the military one that ended up being some weird alien thing. And then after that, there was like a house of whatever the fuck, and it
I forgot
literally
about
was
that.
Saw.
Oh, the Quarry? No, not Quarry.
No, the
No,
quarry
that's a
was the
different
werewolf
game.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was the one with the London Tipton from Zack and Cody was in
Oh
it.
shit, yeah. I can't
And
play
the
those
guy from
games at
Detective
all.
Pikachu.
Those games
yeah.
riddle my anxiety.
They're not
Oh,
good. I mean, they're okay for bad movie entertainment. None of them are well written, I would say.
They're all cheesy, and I think they know it very well. And the problem is with Until Dawn, I think they didn't ham it up. They didn't take themselves too seriously, and they didn't ham it up too much. So it was a good balance, right? Which is why that type of game became popular. But then the Dark Picture games, they were like, ooh, people like this. So then they overdid it on both ends.
You know what? I kind of like it if they overdo it and make it like bad to be bad, like for the sake of being
That's
bad.
fair.
I think that would be pretty good.
Like, yeah, if they know it's gonna be bad and they just make it funny that way. Yeah.
Just because like a lot of what they write is, it's just not good.
That's
like
fair.
none of the character actions make any sense ever. So it's one of those games where you're the horror movies that you watch where you're like, what are you doing? But it's that constantly, and it's like your option, your choices.
They have to make it a purposeful choice. It can't just be bad for no reason. I've never had a game. I've never gotten mad at a game for being bad, though. I usually only get mad at games because of user error, aka me error.
Skill issues.
Skill issue games.
For sure.
I have something like that too.
Yeah? What do you have?
Oh, well, okay. I really don't so I'm a big fan of Souls games, right?
Oh,
you guys know
God.
me.
Yeah.
I love Souls games. I love everything FromSoft makes. The one FromSoft game I don't like is Sekiro, and I'm allowed to say that I don't like it because I got to the final boss of the game, and it was annoying because the skill issue with that game is that they don't give you options. You literally have 3 mechanics that you have to get good at. Like kind of like how Jump King plays, where you get, there's one thing you need to get good at. And if you don't get good at that, then you kind of mess up. So
Very simple mechanics.
A thing.
I was never perfect at it. So I pushed through all of Sekiro, got to the final boss, and I just kind of, because I said it wrong.
Yeah.
I can't listen. I have a hard time with R's, but I stopped playing. So I got to the final boss, and after I think a couple hours of trying it, I just kind of stopped playing it because I had to take a step back and think, would I have fun if I was good at this game? No, because I'm at the final boss, so clearly I was good enough to get here. I think I'm just not having fun in general, and I don't want to stream this again, so I had to quit it. I had to uninstall it.
Sure.
I really don't like that game compared to all the other Souls games.
That's crazy. Sorry, go on. I thought you were
sorry. I was gonna go on a tangent about difficulty because I think
go
Souls
ahead,
games aren't that well. Okay, I don't think Souls games are as hard as people make them out to be because they have options for you, right? You may not know about those options and you might quit because you don't know those options, but in Sekiro, you don't have those options. Like in Dark Souls, I can level up, I can switch weapons, I can upgrade weapons to make my life a little bit easier, or switch to magic or whatever, and I can summon people to help. In Sekiro, you don't have that. It's literally get good or die.
So skill issue.
It is a skill issue. That's what it is.
See, I hate all Souls games. I cannot do it. The button mashing and like I'm just not a gamer. Those are not the games that I.
The button mashing is wrong. I feel like you shouldn't be button mashing.
No, not button mashing, but like the like remembering combos and like patterns
like,
shit.
Yes,
where it's like dodge, slash, dodge, slash.
Yeah,
like
it's a utility game. You have a utility of things to use. You're kind of like Batman without using stuff.
Yeah.
Have you ever played Cuphead?
I literally Googled most frustrating games to try to jog my memory when I was writing my list, and that was up there. Dude, I know you love that game, but you're a gamer.
No. Here's the crazy part. I have never beaten a Souls game, and I can't because I get super frustrated, and it is 100% a skill issue. But for some reason, I can beat Cuphead in under 3 hours.
That's crazy.
You just click with different things.
Yeah, it's just wild. I will say though, the closest thing to a Souls game I've beaten is between. I don't really count Strangers of Paradise as one. It just feels more actiony. But Black Myth Wukong and that thing that you were describing about being able to level up and that thing, yeah, dude. That final boss, it was crazy. But highly recommend checking it out. I'm actually waiting because a lot of people are like, oh, you should do New Game Plus. And I'm like, I'm waiting for it to come out on Xbox because I'm
surprised you like that because that is just a Souls game. I'm pretty sure. Isn't it?
It is and it isn't. So it's a lot more forgiving than a Souls game, in my opinion, because you're able to level up. And then if you're like, man, I didn't want to level that up, you can re-edit your entire thing, and it doesn't cost anything. You can do those in Souls games?
Yeah, oh, well, yeah, they cost stuff. Yeah, you're right.
But in this one, it doesn't cost anything, and you can always keep grinding just like any other game. And if you die, you don't lose anything.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. But the difficulty is crazy in some parts.
No, thank you. I couldn't even play when we were playing It Takes Two. I couldn't even do those battles. So for people that don't know, me and CyYu played It Takes Two, and it's a game where you're playing as two people. There's a ton of little battles and stuff. You don't die unless both of you die. It was me dying every 4 seconds, and somehow CyYu jumping around living, and I was just getting respawned and dying instantly.
Can I cut in for that?
I
want you to know.
Your ass. I know your ass.
What happened?
I can't wait to hear this story.
So I remember when It Takes Two came out, and I made a whole little bit where I asked a couple of friends to play with me, and all of them said no. So I played almost the entirety of the game by myself with two controllers.
Wait, how?
I thought that was so cool. I haven't seen it. But I'm like, whoa, what I have a
video. I have an old video on my channel before I had my 2D model. It was my 3D model. Wow. And I played almost, I think I got up to the space. I beat the little gorilla boss, the one that's in like the little space thing. I got up to that and then I stopped playing.
The astronaut guy.
Yeah, the astronaut guy. I should finish it. I think it would be funny.
Yeah. You should start from the beginning. You should do a brand new playthrough.
Now that I have a 2D model, I think it would be funny to do It Takes One
again.
How
did that work though? Were you
It Takes One.
Were you playing with your toes?
No, I just used both hands.
Yeah.
What?
So I would if I needed to focus on one, I would put the other one in a spot, and then I would play as one person. But if I needed to do both, I would like kind of finagle it to use both characters at the same time with my hands.
That's so funny.
For some of those battles, especially like the astronaut one.
It was a little frustrating, dude.
Yeah.
I could imagine the squirrel stuff being easy because it's like one person just has to pilot.
Right.
That was actually the hardest one for me. The piloting while fighting was actually really annoying.
Damn.
Yeah, because you have to put one down, but you can't like hit the walls. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I kept dying. I think did we switch? We had to switch at one point to do something because I couldn't do something. I can't remember.
Yeah. I can't remember what it was though.
I can't remember. I think
But
it was
those
the
games are
piloting.
good. Like those games are a little frustrating when any game that you have to rely on another person can be frustrating because you know it's not a skill issue at that point. You're waiting for somebody else to get better.
I will say because we're clearly going into Pico Park territory. Because let's be honest, that's like the one that the three of us like we're all frustrated. And again, I don't think is that. I just think the group of us, right? Like the three of us and Liz. I just think that game for us together was bad. I feel like if we did that with other people, I think it would be a little bit more manageable. But I was so frustrated at myself. I threw my controller and headphones to the ground
Pico
and
Park?
yelled at the floor. I don't know if the mic picked it up, but I literally was so upset that I yelled at the floor, and I felt so bad I apologized. The only game I have ever been so frustrated at that it wasn't Pico Park in that semblance of a capacity is a horrible game known as Mighty Number 9. And
yes, this legendary game.
And in a similar vein, Joel, the final boss, I did beat it, but the final boss was so frustrating because the whole thing about game design is you want to make shit stand out. The final boss, so the whole point of Mighty Number 9 is it's basically another Mega Man game, and you have to absorb their energy, right? Like you do damage and then you dash to actually do damage. And when you absorb their data, they turn a different, like before you absorb their data, they turn into a different color to indicate, hey, now's the time. The final boss was purple, and the color it changed to absorb energy was purple. While the background was purple.
Oh no.
I love art design. I
That
love art
was
direction.
just awful design.
So you couldn't tell like when it was powering up?
Exactly. And when I beat it, I pulled out the disc and I split it in two and I threw it in the toilet.
You're like, we're done here.
You took the physical copy. It'd be
Yes.
funnier if you were playing digital and you went to buy the physical just to ruin it.
You're at GameStop standing in
And I
line
did
and you just
tweet
break
out.
it in front of the guy.
I did tweet that out. I don't know if I can find it, but if I do, I'll put it
What
in the
year was
Discord.
this? Was it were you a VTuber?
Oh God, this was like 2016.
Oh,
this was almost a
shit.
decade ago.
Dude, that's when I started streaming.
Don't
That was
say
9 years
2016
ago.
was a decade ago.
You're
Holy
welcome.
shit.
You're welcome. I did that.
I don't think I've ever gotten angry at a video game that badly because I've always had a philosophy as a kid that like nothing is that bad. Like my life will go on. So whenever it comes to games, and especially after I became a streamer, the only time I'll actually get angry at a game is when it's not fun for my chat to enjoy. Even if it's just like rage baiting me, then whatever, I can still do it because it's entertaining. But I've never gone like so angry at a game that I just was like physically angry.
No, I've definitely gotten physically angry at games.
I haven't gotten angry like in adulthood, but I remember as a child literally having temper tantrums because of a game. And I have written
Temper
here.
tantrums.
You guys will definitely know what this is, but it's from Pokemon Red or Blue. Which is the Saint Surge's little mini puzzle
the
where you have to like go
The
into
trash bin?
the
Wait,
trash
the gym
bins.
leader Surge?
Yeah, there was a section where before you get to him as the gym leader, you have to like match up 2 or 3 trash
The little
cans.
gym puzzle. Yes, they have gym puzzles in that game.
I remember clearly as a child waiting in the dentist office lobby playing that on my little Pikachu flip Game Boy Advance and screaming and like
really good,
stomping my feet and having an actual
such good imagery.
temper tantrum because I could not. I had like, and it was like low battery, so like because we were at the dentist office, so I couldn't charge it. So I was like losing my goddamn mind because I was like, if I don't get it in the next couple seconds, I'm gonna lose it.
Dude, that's so specific. It's so funny because nobody really likes that puzzle, but there's a way that you can get the puzzle correct every time, I'm pretty sure, from speedrunners.
No, it was me as a kid just somehow always missing the last one and it restarting, and I just like collectively lost my mind a little bit more and more every time.
Wow.
But I think I actually
silly.
didn't finish Pokemon Red. Or I think it's one of the first ones I never finished.
Dude, Gym Leader Surge, Lieutenant Surge fucked you up. He actually caused you to stop playing. That was your wall.
Yeah,
and you could
I'm
not
pretty
overcome
sure.
it.
I know. And now every time I walk by a trash can, I go, screw you. Just kidding.
Dude, the raccoons in there are going to get really confused on why you hate
Screw
them so
you, little
badly.
trash can. Come on.
Man, maybe I am a gamer because you guys sound bad.
Well, I just don't get angry at games anymore. I think I had anger issues as a kid, but it was never towards video games. It was always towards like a show, or I had a really bad anger issue with a kid where someone flipped my hat off that I wore, and I just like punched them. I straight up punched them afterwards. Obviously, after I got like to the age of like, I don't know, 15, I stopped acting like that. But for a while as a kid, I would just like immediately respond with like a punch to anything that I considered like an annoying slight.
Wow.
I mean,
but in terms of video games and stuff, you know, I'm an adult now. I don't act like that at all. Not saying that you guys aren't for doing it. Everyone is different, but still. It's so funny though. We were talking about this, and you guys are talking about how you get actually physically angry at games sometimes, and I'm just sitting here like, I like video games.
I mean, I love video games.
Yeah, me too. I just don't like I don't like puzzles, and I don't like.
What? I love puzzles.
I love puzzles.
Oh my god, I lose my mind, especially on stream. I'll go, "What is this?" And chat's like, "It's a puzzle." I'm like, "Not in this. Like, why randomly in this game? Just a random one-off puzzle."
The most recently I got frustrated was maybe like yesterday. I was playing Joy of Creation.
Okay.
Which is a Five Nights at Freddy's like fan-made game, which is a really well done game. But I was watching it, like I was doing certain things, and I kept getting killed. I got punched in the face, like Foxy stabbed me with his hook, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And people are like, "Well, you should have been doing this," and I was like, "How am I supposed to know that?" And
That's not the game. That's the chat making you extra angry.
Yeah, that is true. I get mega aggro at chat. Like, chat is like, "Good idiot," and I was like, "How is that my fault? How is that legitimately my fault? The game didn't tell me this is a mechanic." And then literally after I die, the game has like the person watching you types in the computer, "Be careful with that," and I'm like, "You're a bitch." Like, it's just insult to injury, you know what I mean?
Yeah, my chat's reminding me that I did have a meltdown at Liza P, but that wasn't because the game was hard or bad.
It was game Monarch.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, it's a Souls game specifically, you know, catered towards me because it's about Pinocchio. But I got mad at the story of Liza P and the and like the dialogue and like the writing. It was a game, and so basically at the end of the game, towards the end of the game, there's a decision that you make that you can't go back on, but the decision will it'll make you don't get any prior information about the decision. You literally walk up to an event that's happening, and then you have to choose immediately yes, no. And if you choose wrong, you get a horrible ending for the game, and you will not be able to change it unless you restart the game
entirely.
That would make me rage quit 100%.
That's what made me really mad, but it wasn't the game itself. It's only when something related to story gets bad, because I'm trying to, you know, make the best thing happen.
What was that, Monarch?
Well,
that would make you rage quit?
Yeah, having to restart a whole game would make me rage quit. That'd make me punch my screen.
Hey,
I had to do it recently too.
Hey, Monarch.
Yeah.
Don't fuck up in Mass Effect 3.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Does that happen in Mass Effect?
Actually, don't fuck up in Mass Effect 2.
Oh my god.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't want to spoil it for you, but just don't fuck it up.
Oh my
don't
god.
spoil anything because I plan on playing Mass Effect 1 as well.
It's a fantastic
It's
trilogy.
such a good trilogy.
It's one of those games that I missed out growing up because I was so focused on Halo and like Borderlands that I just never played Mass Effect or like Gears of War or anything.
Speaking.
Oh, is that one of your?
Halo Infinite is dog shit. Fucking
It is
dog shit story.
It is.
Oh
My God. And the amount
It's also
of
bad game design for the story
Dude,
as well.
Here's the thing, all right? Like, if the story had come out when the game dropped, I'd be like, man, that's okay. Like, I'm not a big fan of it. But they made people wait like a full year and a half later for the campaign. After the game
And
was
for
out.
co-op and for Forge and for custom
co-op.
games.
Dude, it's such a like right now that game is literally breathing because of the community literally making the maps for the company.
And it wouldn't be that bad if they just dropped everything at once.
Yes, it wouldn't, like if all of this dropped at the same time, that game I feel like would have lasted like the lifespan and way more people would be talking about it. But the story is so bad. Like it's and my cousin is a huge fan of Halo, and he was telling me everything. Dude, he told me the book that led to the events of the story of this game, and I was like, why wasn't that the game?
Well, if you play Halo Wars 2, it explains the factions that you're fighting against a lot more.
I know,
and they're way more interesting there.
But the thing is, even then, there's the story between Halo Wars 2 and Halo Infinite, and literally the book that connects the two is just so much better than the story we got. And I'm like,
that happens a lot.
Yeah.
It's a very disappointing game. As a massive Halo fan who also reads all the books most of the time, it's such a massive tonal shift and just gameplay shift from normal Halo. Because the reason why I really like Halo and the Halo campaigns, and I like games that do similar things to Halo, is that they just make very nice curated linear levels that you go through that are really fun to do, and they have secrets in them like skulls and stuff. But this game is open world, so it's trying to copy off the big open world boom since Breath of the Wild. But it doesn't work like that for Halo because Halo is really meant to be linear. And because of that, the game, all the levels in Halo, which aren't really levels, they all look the same and they all kind of play the same. So it's not that interesting.
That's frustrating in its own right. Like it's because you love the series so much that it's just frustrating to watch it.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a lot of different video games, right? That's a lot of games
That is
nowadays,
true.
honestly. There's Assassin's Creed that's devolved.
That's
There's
so
Halo that's
true,
devolved.
yeah.
There's I think Dead Space devolved. A lot of games like that have devolved.
Dead Space. So funny thing, Dead Space 1 and 2 I think are great. Dead Space 3 becomes Gears of War.
Oh, interesting.
Which I haven't played, so I actually don't know anything about it. I haven't played Dead Space 2 or 3, and I haven't played Gears of War.
Yeah, me either, actually.
Dude,
I only played
Space
1.
2. Dead Space 2.
I think
It's
I
really
played
good.
some Dead Space 2 before that got
Dead
the
Space.
remaster. Dead Space 2.
Dead Space.
Well, the Dead Space remake is fantastic.
It is.
Okay.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Too bad they won't make another one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
You did mention.
But I still. Well, no,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, it's a segue.
I was just gonna say that Dead Space 2 I still think holds up, and the DLC Severed is great.
Yeah. I gotta play. Gotta be on my list. As long as there's no
I have a
freaking puzzles.
list for both of you guys. I send you guys games all the time. I
Joel
think.
actually has
Country
very
is
good
on-
recommendations.
I'm literally playing it on Sunday.
Yay! Yippee! Monarch should play Crow Country too.
Ooh.
It's a horror game that's kind of simple, so you won't actually get frustrated with it, and it's
Wait,
fun.
Is that the one where like it's like you're like a little guy running around and it's like kind of creepy?
Like an old PlayStation game,
Yeah.
Oh,
like an old PlayStation game. Yeah.
I thought you were describing Little Nightmares.
No, I understand what
no.
she says sometimes. I'm starting to understand Monarch speech. Like it's a different language. She'll say little guy, but she doesn't mean literally little guy. She means like, oh, it's like old.
Yeah, like just like it's like a guy just like creeping around doing his thing.
Little guy.
I'm surprised
is
I was able to
old
understand
guy.
what she said.
Little guy,
little
little
guy is
guy.
no. She meant little guy is like little guy in an older game because the perspective of that game is little.
I guess.
I know it's really confusing. I'm surprised that I understood what she meant.
Thank you. You guys
The brain
mentioned
rot's affecting me.
you guys mentioned Breath of the Wild as like one of the like an open world game. A lot of games are like emulating. Did you guys ever have any trouble with the puzzles in that?
Did we bring up Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, you guys.
I did for a second.
He brought up open world for a second.
None of the puzzles troubled me. I really like Breath of the Wild. I think Tears of the Kingdom is the one that I have the issues with, but I haven't beaten that game yet, so I can't talk about it.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think a few puzzles in Breath of the Wild, but the thing is, and I think I've talked to Joel about this a little bit. I think I'm kind of open world out, at least for a bit.
I think most people are.
Yeah, it definitely depends. But when Tears of the Kingdom came out, I was excited, but not like, yeah, I'm gonna play the strides. I played it, and it's too much. Like, I feel like there has to be, for me at least, I feel like there has to be a limit as to how open an open world can be.
Yeah. I actually felt like there was too little in that one.
What? In Tears of the Kingdom?
I need things like structured or unlockable by chapter.
They literally gave you a 3D program as a video game.
I didn't like the I felt like I got like shafted by a lot of the armor choices, but that was my main issue with it. And then like I got kind of annoyed that the story was out of order, so like you would find that, I mean, you could do that in Breath of the Wild too, but that wasn't really story, that was extra. But the main story in Tears of the Kingdom you can find kind of all over. Again, I haven't beaten the game yet, so I don't know everything.
I just couldn't get into it. I felt like there was too much freedom, like
too much to do, overwhelmed
1000%.
That's me with Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Oh, fair. But even then, even with Baldur's Gate, like as a crazy amount, it still feels contained.
It's still structured because it unlocks parts of the map with the axe, which I wish is what more open world stuff did. Like it's open world in a sense, but you have to do A, B, C, D to unlock these different areas.
Too much stuff for me. I even in the first act, there was just like, this is way too much for me to do.
Damn, Act 3 is bigger than Act 1 and 2, so I'm glad you didn't get to Act 3.
Oh God, dude, it's a lot.
It is a lot.
I can't do this. I think I actually start to prefer more linear games, and maybe it's because I don't have as much free time as I used to, because you know I stream.
Preaching to the choir.
Yeah, I know. I know how you guys feel too. I understand your schedules as much. But like, I don't play games for fun as much anymore because I think about like how much I could stream from this game. And when I think about Baldur's Gate, it just feels super overwhelming to me because I prefer to do everything in one go when I'm playing a video game. And you can't do that with a game like Baldur's Gate. No. And it kind of gives me anxiety. Like I get full anxiety if I'm playing a game and I don't do everything in the game in one playthrough.
Me too. I was playing Baldur's Gate. I did stream a little bit of Baldur's Gate. I was doing Dark Urge like on stream, and I had like a collab. But I did have my own save, and I stopped playing it around Act 3 because I was getting so paranoid that I was missing certain aspects that I would panic, hit F5, and then if the option that I chose didn't turn out the way I wanted, I would panic, hit F8 and reload it. And I wanted it to be perfect, and I wanted to like see all the options and be like, well, what if I chose that option? What would happen? And it just became such a long process of playing the game. I was like, this is not how the game is supposed to be played. But I'm so riddled with anxiety to like not kill everybody.
Indecisive people's nightmare.
Yeah, truly.
How far are you in Mass Effect 2?
Dude, you're spoiling all the issues that she's gonna have with the next game, huh? Don't fuck up. How far are you into it?
I'm just prepping them.
I haven't gotten all of the team members yet.
Okay, then you're fine.
For now.
There have been
Watch yourself.
No, chat is actually really good because I had a conversation with chat and I was like, I don't want to make choices that will affect me in several games from now. And so I made
them
chat
to backseat sometimes.
Exactly. I said, you're not allowed to backseat unless I'm about to do something that I will literally be like, I will blame them. I said, I will blame you if I make a choice.
Well, here's the thing about Mass Effect. Any choice you make does affect the game.
I do know that.
Every choice you made on the first one affects Mass Effect 2, and every choice you made in Mass Effect 2 and 1 affects stuff in Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, there's been a few times where chat, like the knowers in chat, have just panicked and just like started screaming, and I'm like, oh, I did something wrong. I've had to reload, going, I don't know what I did, but we're going back.
No, don't be a fucking coward.
We're going back. We're going back.
Oh, you can't say that to
your
us
decision.
indecisive people,
Yeah.
dude. We
It doesn't-
have to make the perfect decision.
No. Do you know who the fuck I am? I'm so indecisive.
Dude, the
It's
little
okay.
guy's yelling
I'm
at
like
me. What do
I'm
I
like
do?
half Paragon, half
I'm indecisive.
Renegade.
God.
I'm also indecisive, but I just don't want certain characters to die. So there have been choices that I've been making that apparently have been.
Oh, dude, you would hate Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem has the OG mode where if you
know.
fuck up in a battle, they just die.
Oh, I
And you
stopped
miss out
3
on a lot of
houses.
stuff
I
with them.
know. Oh, I know. It drove me
Path of
crazy.
Radiance or Radiant Dawn.
I was
Ooh.
losing
It'll
my
be-
mind because like in Fire Emblem, especially 3 houses, the Pegasus characters are super
Yeah.
susceptible to like arrows, and so I'd be like, "Oh, get back, Pookies! I'll protect you, horsies!
back, Pookie.
Get back, horsies!" And I would
Actually-
like throw away other characters just to protect the Pegasus riders, and I'd be like, what's going on here?
I think I also haven't finished those games yet.
Fire Emblem?
Yeah, I think 3 Houses and Awakening I never finished either because I
that's so
Awakening's like
good.
my
Shipping the game?
favorite.
I want
oh,
to,
God.
but here's the thing. I actually stopped. I couldn't finish it because I got really mad at my ships. Because one of my, I didn't.
Your
So I got
ships?
everyone. I was like, "You're perfect with you. You're perfect with you. You're perfect with you. What the fuck do I do with Sumia? This bitch does not want to marry anyone but Crom." And it just like I had to sit there for like a month just trying to think of what to do with her, and then I exploded on myself and I couldn't do it.
Nice. Has there ever been a time when you're playing a game
That's great.
and after you and you get so frustrated at the game and you're like, you know what, I'm done for today. I'll come back tomorrow. And then the next day you come back and then you beat that thing the first time, because that happens to me so often. And let me tell you, that was literally the definition of my Black Myth Wukong playthrough.
Sometimes, but a lot of the time I'm a very stubborn person, so I will keep going a lot of the time until I finish. But sometimes if I feel like I'm 9 hours into a stream and like I'm at a boss and I've been doing the same boss for like an hour, I'm like, let's come back to this another day, guys. I have more of the game left to play anyways.
And you're like, oh, that wasn't so hard. Why was I rage quitting?
Sonic Unleashed is getting me to getting me close to rage quitting sometimes.
Well,
This game is awful controls.
which version are you playing?
I'm playing the Xbox version, which is supposedly the best one.
Yeah, I think the Wii one is the worst one.
I'm not doing the worst one. I'm doing the best one, hopefully.
I've not played any
how
of
hard are
those,
the
thank
achievements?
God.
The achievements, I don't get achievements for some reason on the the legal way that I'm playing the game.
Do you guys have to 100% stuff? Do you guys play games for the achievements? Is that like
If
in your
it's a
noggin?
small game, I will 100% it. If it is a game that I already have most of the achievements for, I'll just do it all the way.
Does
Or
it
if it's a
bother
game
you
that I
though
love.
if you finish a game and you haven't gotten all the
Yes.
will you go back and play?
Yes.
If there's like one achievement, yes, sometimes it bothers me, but I'll forget about it
Five Nights at
eventually.
Freddy's.
Really?
I literally played it the other day, and weirdly enough, I have a way easier time playing Five Nights at Freddy's on console than I do on PC.
Interesting.
So I beat Five Nights at Freddy's 1 the other day. I got to the last night in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 yesterday. But in Five Nights at Freddy's 1, there's an achievement where it's beat it in 2020 mode, which is like bullshit. And I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Oh.
I'm not. There's no fucking way.
So you just left
And-
one
And
unchecked.
it's taunting me.
I had that with Meet Yoshi, the Vichiban Five Nights at Freddy's game.
Yeah.
There was what was it? There was like Meet Yoshi mode or something. There was a final mode that I just couldn't do because I started getting mad at the VTubers based on the game. I was like, I swear to God, I'm gonna strangle you, Shia. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I also just don't like Five Nights at Freddy's games most of the time. Like I've never played any of them besides Security Breach, and that one was a buggy mess.
Yeah, I hear it's a lot better now, and Ruin is great, but I don't know what it is. Like I've always been the type of like going back and forth between like trophies and trophies is the on PlayStation. And
It's the lesser version of achievements, Monarch. If you're
Oh
confused,
God, yeah,
It's
I
the
was.
less
Thank
cool
you.
One.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of on the same bandwagon now. I don't know what it is. I don't know what my brain triggered, but there was something about getting an achievement like when I was playing
The pop, the gamer score.
Well, the pop used to be better on the 360. But
100%.
I literally was playing just a game. I don't even remember what I think it might have been Space Marine 2 or Borderlands 3 with my cousin. And I was like, oh boy, achievements. And then I was trying to get the platinum trophy on Astrobot, and I got everything in the game, right? Like I got all the 301 bots. I got all the coins, all the gadgets and stuff. And I'm like, I don't care about the other trophies.
Yeah.
But then with the achievements, I'm like, I can do it. I can do it.
I think there's something about achievements that quantifies it a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
Like gamer score adds so much to trophy hunting and achievement hunting, right? Because you can see the score and you can see the achievements that are worth like way more gamer score than anything else. And it's just like it's more satisfying to go after and seeing that completed list, because now it shows it off to people that you play with, like, oh, this guy's got a lot of gamer score. That means he's a gamer, you know?
And the same can be said for PlayStation, right? I had this conversation with a buddy of mine, and he's like, yeah, with gamer score, you're like, oh, look at the score you got. But with trophies, no one's like, check out all the gold trophies I have. If you don't have a platinum, no one gives a shit.
Oh shit.
So
I have
like,
never
damn.
tried to get the trophies in a game. The only games that I like really tried to collect stuff was like the Pokemon games, where I had to like catch every single Pokemon.
Well, you don't feel the need to 100% stuff, even though you like try to get a perfect playthrough like I do?
No, I never worry about the trophies. I don't even know where that
I'm a mix
lives.
of both of you, huh? Fuck, I'm really fucked up. I try to get perfect playthroughs like Monarch, and I try to 100% shit like CyYu. This is awful. I'm just
I love
double
perfect
fucked.
playthroughs because I want the game to end in a way where it lives on that way in my brain forever, and that's how the game, like those characters get a happy ending in my brain, like that. So like Baldur's Gate, I never finished because I don't want it to end in my brain. I want it to be perpetually there. I don't know. It's a very odd.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I think most people want the best version of that game to be in their
It's
memory.
fair. But I would collect all the. Oh, go ahead.
I hate to bring it back. Just a heads up, there's another Mass Effect game, not Andromeda, but another one coming soon.
Ooh.
Well, they're making another Mass Effect?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mass Effect 4 specifically.
Oh, wow.
Will it connect to the 3?
Allegedly.
Ooh, that's awesome.
What are you excited about? You haven't even played 3 yet.
Because I like it. It's like when you're reading a really good novel and the authors announced like a 5th version. You're like, oh my god, it won't end. When I like what I have isn't all of it. Like there will be more.
Sometimes I think like that. Here's the weird thing. Sometimes when a game franchise that you really like gets a sequel, and like in your heart you're like, oh, I'm really excited that it's not over, but then
And you get
somewhere
Halo Infinite.
then you get like Halo 5, Halo Infinite, and then you're like, oh god. Trust me, as a Halo and Borderlands fan, I know what it feels like to be semi-excited that it's continuing and then disappointed horribly after the next sequel
Or
comes
you could
out.
be a Psychonauts fan and be ecstatic when the sequel does so good. Oh, hell yeah, brother. We're Psychonauts 3. Double Fine.
Doesn't Psychonauts have some really crazy levels? I've heard.
The milkman level.
The meat circus
what?
is usually
the meat circus is what I've heard is crazy.
Yeah, the milkman. So basically, the milkman level is the mind of a conspiracy theorist, and it's all available. It's amazing.
It's real. It's real. I believe in it.
But the meat circus is the final level of the game, and in the original PS2 version, it was stupid hard.
Really?
Yeah, and for the PC version, they actually patched it to make it easier.
No way.
I'm actually getting into something like that today. So Sonic Unleashed apparently has the worst Sonic level of like all Sonic games, called Eggman Land. And I have to get into that today. So like because I'm finishing my game later.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that apparently is awful. And Sonic Unleashed already has really awful controls. It's one of those games that's so close to being good that it frustrates me.
Yeah.
Because Sonic Unleashed could be one of the best Sonic games, but it's so bad in its execution.
I
So
get
after
that.
you leave today's episode, you might have another game on your list that makes you rage quit.
Yes, I will get another
That's what you're saying.
frustration game. Yeah.
No
man.
way.
It's edging, dude. It's edging to the top of frustration.
Oh god. Oh boy, oh boy.
Jeez. I love that you guys have like actual complicated games on your list, and my games are like that one Pokemon level.
No,
Hey,
Pokemon can be
rough.
really frustrating too.
That is fair. There's
Have
just,
you
They get
played,
really stupid.
Have you played Legends Arceus?
I haven't.
It's really
I
good.
gave up on Pokemon games a long time ago when
Fair.
they stopped including every single Pokemon in every single game, because that was the thing, is
sure.
I wanted to catch them all every single time. It was like a really weird.
Oh, that's fun.
A really weird
Little
thing, but
completionist.
like Vulpix is like one of my favorite is my favorite Pokemon, Vulpix and Ninetales, and they don't include those Pokemon in the later game, and I went, no Garrus, no me, like literally, I went, none of my faves, goodbye.
Try having a ghost type, bro. They never add my fucking faves
Yeah,
in. Duskull
goodbye,
never
I'm
gets a
outta here.
spotlight.
Bro, Honedge is my new one of my newer favorites.
Interesting.
That's the sword, which is really cool because I usually hate like those inanimate object Pokemon.
Yeah.
But then I read
Really?
his Pokedex entry, and it's this blade was used to stab someone, and the soul of the person it stabbed, it lives within the sword, and that's how Honedge is born.
Dude, the lore for some of these Pokemon, the newer Pokemon, is crazy.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Duskull is just a little guy. He just looks like an old man. I just
guy.
like him. He's just a little guy. I mean, he probably has something fucked up about him, but I
If
don't
you
know.
want to get frustrated at Pokemon, we could talk more about that Soul Link thing.
Oh my god.
Are you guys
Yeah,
doing a Soul Link?
CyYu wants
we
to.
talked about it. I think it'd be.
I think it'd be fun.
Crazy.
I
bring
think
pain
it'll
upon
end exactly
yourself.
how we
Yeah.
think it'll end. It'll end
100%,
with us
dude, that's
both
not-
quitting.
You're not gonna be happy with that, especially
just
because
have to
one of you
pick-
gets extra frustrated, and then the other one is the one for the cause of frustration most of the time.
It'll be
We don't know that.
fine. Yeah.
We don't know that with any
Sometimes
certainty.
it's the other way around.
Yeah, sometimes.
You know, I want to say that something that represents you so well, Monarch, is your model right now. You have a knife pointed directly at your hand, and if you moved slightly or got bumped, you would stab yourself. And that represents you as like a person so well.
I'm my
I think
own
that
worst
represents
enemy.
our Soul Link.
Yeah, that's
oh God.
so
If we did a
close to
Soul
stabbing
Link,
yourself.
it would end. We would add it to our list. I think I'd add it right at the bottom here.
Well, the biggest thing was we'd have to pick one like a Pokemon game that I guess we're somewhat familiar with.
Fair.
Yeah.
It needs to have a Vulpix or a Ninetales so that when they die, a piece of me dies in turn.
Oh God.
Really get attached to the Pokemon.
Exactly.
That's why the naming conventions are there. Like you're
I'll
supposed to
name
name
one
your
Joel.
Pokemon.
If I get a Duskull, I'll make sure to call
Please,
it
my God.
please do. When
I
it
name-
dies, I want you to know that I'm gone. I'm not collabing with you guys anymore.
Oh.
Do you guys
let
name
that
your Pokemon?
die, it's just gone.
Do you guys name your Pokemon or do you leave it the
Yeah,
same?
yeah. I name them. I
depends.
try to. I used to never, and now I specifically name them to get me more attached to them because I think it's more fun.
Yeah, me as well. I like naming them after foods.
That's cute.
It's really
Because you're gonna cook them.
no, it's really cute. Like having like I don't know, like a Charmander named Fettuccine is just so peak.
Because if he dies, you're gonna eat him alive.
No,
I don't think Pokemon would taste good except for like a few exclusions.
no,
Hey,
they're
I don't know about that, bro.
no.
You can make a
Some
chikorita
Pokemon
salad.
would taste good.
You
Like
can make a.
I've seen that animation with Chikorita, you sicko.
I know.
listen,
You're a sick
like
fuck.
You can make a little Squirtle soup.
a Taurus burger, a Squirtle
Well, that's
soup.
just a
Yeah,
cow, dude. That's
there's
fine.
literally like dessert Pokemon, like the meringue one.
A Blastoise jacuzzi.
What is a? What do you mean a
that's animal
Blastoise
cruelty.
jacuzzi?
Like you take out their shell and turn it into a jacuzzi. That's animal cruelty. That's actually bad.
Isn't there like literally bread Pokemon? Like, are there literally Pokemon that are like actually
there's a bread
foods?
dog. There's a bread
There's
dog.
literally a cake.
Yeah, I know. There's literally cake. There's literally like a meringue character.
That's Al Creamy.
Oh my god. We should do a.
They're cute.
That's actually a great idea for a like.
What?
Would you eat this Pokemon?
Yes,
Yes to most of them.
all of them.
Not all of them. Some of you wouldn't eat a muck.
Yeah, isn't Slowpoke
Shows
Tail
what
like
you
an
know.
actual just like an actual thing?
Yes, it is.
in the game.
They eat slowpoke tails
Yeah.
because it's like how geckos remove their tails. It doesn't hurt them.
Oh my god.
You're sick,
Oyster? Delicious.
Oh my god.
dude.
I will say,
that's awful.
Eating
Bulbasaur?
the humanoid-looking ones might be a little weird.
Would you eat Mewtwo, or would Mewtwo eat you?
Why do you
No,
sound
that's
like
definitely
that?
like the littler ones.
Some people would love to eat a Lapunny. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
some people are freaks.
okay.
Hey,
All
remember,
right.
hey, Monarch, remember that other topic we had for our guys? I didn't know we'd be covering it here.
Yeah, I didn't know we'd be doing Smash or Pass
you guys were trying to
Pokemon.
do for...
I think it was like, was it like furries or something? I can't remember.
Oh, dude, Pseudo-Regalia, look it up.
What?
What?
I found a video game recently that kind of made me a little bit more sympathetic to furries.
Is that the one Buff has been playing?
I don't know if Buff has been playing. I don't get to see Buff stream because they stream when I'm away, like I'm asleep.
Well, yeah, you sleep till like 5 in the afternoon.
I wake up at like 2 p.m.
He's an old man.
It's not as bad.
Old man.
But
that
there's
sounds
a
like
game.
someone in his 20s.
There's a game called Pseudo-Regalia, and the character is a jackalope, and they look really good. It's like a really well-designed character.
Okay.
And it's a fun game. If you like old school games, I think CyYu would probably like Pseudo-Regalia. I put it on your list. It's one of the games I put on your lists.
How do you spell it?
There's a TikTok trend going on right now called the Hear Me Out
with the
kick,
P.
where you just bring characters that you have to. It's like a hear me out on these characters. I feel like you'd bring that character.
I think you should stop using TikTok as much.
I think so as well. I think so too.
I see you sending me stuff on TikTok at like 4 a.m. sometimes.
Well, I send you gold, Joel. Gold.
Well, hold on. 4 a.m. your time is like Monarch's 1 a.m.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
still, I don't know, man.
I send
I
you
don't know
gold.
how well that is.
You know what? I won't send you my incredible TikToks anymore.
No,
I'll
go
find
ahead.
somebody else who will
you
appreciate
wanted to.
them.
I used to send you so much TikToks. I stopped using it as much. But
That's
you
probably the
always
healthiest thing you could do.
I know. And I think you always said you wanted to do like a reaction stream of just the TikToks I send you.
Because
Oh my
you
God.
send me like wild stuff sometimes, so I'd be like, gold.
I have a silly. I had a silly FYP back when I used it more.
I mean, that's fair. I don't know what my FYP is right now.
I
It's
send
just, like,
you stuff
random
based on
jokes.
stuff that you would like. I'll send you like a Courage the Cowardly Dog meme randomly at 4 a.m.
Oh my
Dude, Courage the
god.
Cowardly Dog scared the hell out of me when I was a kid.
That's why I send
too.
it to you.
You're a bitch.
I know we've talked about it during our cartoon, our favorite cartoon episode.
You guys had some good episodes, huh?
We did. I know.
Yeah.
The gamer one is just very close to our heart, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh my
had
god,
to
do you
do
guys have
it.
a favorite game? Because I know you
Psychonauts.
kind of bounce around. I know yours is Psychonauts. I know Monarch, I think you bounce around between
Bounce
games
around.
a lot, right?
Yeah, I have new favorites.
Island.
Coral Island was her hyperfixation for a while. I don't think it is anymore.
I
That
was
was
getting
Mass Effect.
frustrated with Coral Island because of the fishing mechanic, because the game is pretty early access and you have to like catch these fish to like give to the goddess to like unlock later parts of the game. So you have to like select collect and catch certain fish. But some fish require a certain season and a certain weather pattern, and sometimes the game
It's the
just
same in
won't.
most games, dude.
Yeah, like sometimes like they just won't, like all the odds just will not have a windy day in the summer, so you just never catch the goddamn big bass or whatever it is. So I was kind of losing my mind for a while. I kept restarting the day just to try to trigger the weather.
Bass Pro Fishing collab.
Coral Island is on Xbox.
No
I could get
way.
achievements.
Oh my god, there is a lot to like, because there are a lot of animals, a lot of fish, and
92
a lot of.
hours.
I think I have like 150 hours in Coral Island.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's like the average
133
gamer.
hours completionist.
Wow, that's crazy. I definitely have that.
Well, those games are designed to like
They're
suck
designed.
the hours out of you.
Yeah, 100%.
They're supposed to be there so you can play it for a long time because that's what a cozy game is for. You don't want to play a cozy game that's only like 3 hours long.
That's
you
true.
normally play cozy games
Maybe
in your free
do.
time.
Do you ever think about that?
No, because that's not the norm. No, actually, no, that's not actually what I think about.
I mean, I welcome the shorter games. I'm not gonna lie.
I do prefer games that I can complete in one stream. They always make me really happy.
Yeah.
I really like when a game is like 4 hours long. It's a nice little stream. You play it, you maybe fuck up a little bit, adds to 5 hours, and then you're done.
Have you guys
And
ever
then
played?
it's very clean.
Have you guys ever played Call of the Sea?
I have it. I own that game.
Oh,
I've heard
It's
of
on
it.
my potluck to play. It's one of the puzzle games that I have,
it's actually
I think.
it's actually a really good story. It's just all puzzles, and as I had mentioned, I hate
Oh, you know
puzzles.
what? I did play it. I played exactly 1 hour of it, and it was really nice. It was really fun.
Oh, it was on my list. Yeah.
There's
I remember
literally
this game.
clips of me screaming through some of the puzzles.
Well, okay, some of those puzzles, at least from the first hour that I played, one of the puzzles was actually awful.
Really? Oh,
Do you think
which one? Do you remember?
Streaming, or should I just do it off stream?
You should stream
think
it.
you should
It's
play
it's like
it.
a
I think you should stream it.
4 hour stream.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's good,
I
dude.
beat it like in 4 or 5 hours, I think.
then that means I'll beat it in 2.
Probably, honestly. There were literally parts where I was like, I give up. I'm leaving. Like, that's it. I'm out of here. Do you remember which part of it was though, that Joel, that really pissed you off?
So, do you remember there was a puzzle that was like you had to look at logs, or you had to look at like
I don't
sticks in the
spoil it.
ground to find.
Sticks in the ground.
You had to look at sticks in the ground to find symbols to like match it up. It
Oh
was
yeah.
within the first hour of the game.
Yeah, those ones, and then there's like a rotating wall one that really got me mad. Like with like there's like a like the
It's really weird. It's
constellation
really
one
weird.
really made me mad.
The
Monarch,
constellation one was also stupid.
Yeah, what?
have you ever played 12 minutes?
No, what is that?
That is so it's a very avant-garde ass game.
So fun.
Okay.
fun.
But
It's
it is
very
12
silly.
minutes? I'm writing
It's-
this down.
It's puzzles. It's
No,
puzzles.
no, fuck you.
Okay, wait.
It's cool.
What about my chat's saying Professor Layton, and I think because I plan on playing Professor Layton. Professor Layton or Phoenix Wright you might enjoy, but they are a lot of talking.
Yeah.
I would play those. I do a thing called Suffer Sunday where I play games that I would not normally play. And I've done like 4 Suffer Sundays as of late. So maybe I'll add 12 days, you said?
Yes,
Did
12
you-
minutes.
Did
12
you
minutes.
rage quit I Am Fish?
I did rage quit I Am Fish. Joel, have you ever played I Am
That game's
Fish?
so easy.
I was told to play it.
CyYu, shut up. So
It's so easy.
I was
this
told
is
to play
why
it
I
because
say
Zen
that.
had a moment with where she was just playing with a bunch of different people to speedrun it.
Really?
Yeah.
I cannot play that game. Well, I was also playing on
easy.
keyboard and mouse, which I feel like I was also like nerfing myself incredibly.
You sure were.
But it also shows how much of a not gamer I am and how much of a gamer CyYu is. So
Yep.
you should play it, Joel. You should be like the middle between us, the middle vote.
I've been told to play it a couple of different times, so I do own the game.
Yeah, because I hate that game, and CyYu said it was easy, so maybe you'll find it medium. Maybe we're like the bears, the bear family.
It's not that I would find it medium.
Just right.
Just right.
probably wouldn't like
that's too
that game.
cold.
Because I don't like games that are very simple and designed to be like the rage game bait. Like I don't like Jump King. I don't like
Did you play Getting Over It?
I don't like
that
Getting
game
Over
sucks.
it. I think it's really bad because it's really boring. It's just one control.
Well, honestly, Joel, you are right. This is one of those games. I found out while I was playing it. It's by the guy that made I Am Bread.
Oh.
yeah, those games are silly. I don't know if I would hate it. I probably
Like,
wouldn't think it's
literally,
good.
One of the segments in I Am Fish is you're in the I Am Bread kitchen.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate it then. It's probably just a
Oh.
silly game.
I did like I
wouldn't-
Am
It's
Bread.
goofy.
Yeah, I Am Bread was cute.
That's
Or
old,
no, Bread
dude.
and
That's
Fred
an
is what I
old
played. Bread and
collab game.
Fred.
We're
That's Let's Play era video game.
Damn.
I remember watching
no,
that.
I'm just kidding.
No, you can't say that. You'll traumatize him.
You think he heard me?
He hears it every day in his walls.
Oh.
And
The
if not,
voices in
Chibi
his
reminds
head.
him. Chibi reminds him constantly.
I want to remind him. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the games that are just
God.
like built to make you rage make me very angry, obviously. for
I
obvious
really
reasons.
hate Among Us. I just remembered
Oh,
that
me too.
one of the rage games that I had was I hated doing Among Us collabs.
Yeah.
Because it was always this. No, it was just always the same thing, and then one person would always take it too seriously, and it's just very unfun.
Yeah. I played Among Us once. I don't think it was on stream or ever, but I like after like we ended the call, I just like cried. To myself because I was so sad and frustrated, and I'm just so bad at those games. I'm so bad at lying like under pressure.
But you
That
know what a fun one is the Lockdown Protocol
Yeah.
one.
That
one's
is
like Among
fun.
Us, but
I do
fun.
enjoy that because it's just
That was
goofy. It's not as
goofy.
serious. I feel like Among Us got into this like you have to be a mastermind. Like if you're not doing like a really crazy like villain play, like you suck. Like it kind of like there was kind of like a cult following for just like mastermind plays of that.
Well, it was during COVID, so like I mean,
And Lockdown Protocol, there's no meetings, and you don't have to rely on lying as much.
Right, right.
I think with Among Us, for me, like I enjoyed it, but it got to the point where like people would just like they wouldn't care about the game. They'd just be like, I'm gonna do this thing for a bit, and I was like, okay. And then the bit lasted way too long, and I was like, bro, you're not even playing the game, you're just taking up space. Like we could have gotten someone else who actually cared.
Gotcha.
But I played Lockdown Protocol like once, I think it was like a week ago, and I had a lot of fun. It was goofy.
It's good, dude. It's a fun game.
Yeah, I'm apparently decent at the scanner. I can do it by myself.
Oh, I love the beeping noise of the scanner.
Yeah. You don't need another person. You can just do it all by yourself.
I couldn't figure out the scanner myself though. That's pretty gamer.
That shit's easy.
Of Among Us?
No, the scanner within Lockdown Protocol.
Lockdown.
Oh, I don't think I ever did that one.
You never played Lockdown?
Specific test.
And aim at like
no,
dots.
I did say I played Lockdown. I said I never did the scanner part of it, I think.
Oh, yeah, it's like an office with like dots on a screen. You have
Yeah.
to like point at them.
But
There's also the Dale and Dawson one.
Oh, that one's stupid. That one's, I will say, that one's a little more confusing, funny enough.
I do want to play that, but I got to find the right group to put together.
Yeah. That one's a little more confusing, but I think out of the newer ones, Lockdown is probably like simpler.
I hope they add more to Lockdown and do more maps because it's gotten really popular.
Yeah.
I hope it does, but I also am like, I hope it doesn't turn the path of Among Us where people kind of like metagame it a little too hard.
No, I don't think it's
think
set
so.
up for that just because there is no meetings and there are no.
Yeah.
It's just more like goofy energy. But I hope they add more items that let you be goofy. Like, what if they added like a fire extinguisher so
playing
you could
Lockdown and just looking for a gun immediately.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't matter
That's
if I want to
frame
kill
one.
anyone.
Frame
Just
one.
as soon
I
as
love the
I am able to
C4.
move, where's a gun?
It's for self-defense.
Yeah, it is. And I love that doesn't ruin it. I mean, you could have everyone in the game looking for a gun as soon as it comes in.
Oh yeah.
And it still doesn't ruin the like experience for you.
I love the C4 trigger. You just like click it and you hear an explosion in the distance. You're like, well, someone's having a bad day, not me.
I really like the C4.
So many people like that.
I would love to experience. Okay, again, I've only ever played it once. I want to set up a collab for it in the future. I think it'd be really fun.
Yeah.
Well, I'm down.
I'm also down. But I was gonna ask if there are any games you guys are looking forward to.
I have a couple.
Yeah.
Because I watch a lot of the Game Awards, game showcases, and stuff like that. Because I like watching them with friends or watching it with chat. There was one that I always have in the back of my head recently it's a little indie game that was called Eldritch Empathy. And it was like an Eldritch horror game, except you're like you're like giving therapy to Eldritch horrors, which is really
Wait, that's kind of cool. That sounds right up your alley.
I thought it would be. I thought it was a really silly idea, and I really was interested by it.
Fun.
That sounds like
Eldritch
a VTuber lore as
Empathy.
well. It's kind of funny.
A little bit, right?
It's
A little
so
bit.
interesting.
It has the same vibes.
No, I kind of love that. It's very up your alley too, because you love like the Eldritch horror and the monster.
For sure.
Yeah.
They're very cool. And obviously the next Little Nightmares game, because those are one of the only horror games that I really like.
And then there's the other game that developer.
That's also Little
the
Nightmares
animals
coded.
Or...
Yeah.
That one looks really good.
Literally just Little Nightmares, but not Little Nightmares.
Yeah.
I know all the ads were like, this is not another Little Nightmares, totally different game.
I think most of the games I'm excited for are actually horror games, weirdly enough. I don't know why. There haven't been any non-horror games that I've been really interested in a while.
I know you don't vibe with FNAF like that. Have you checked into The Pit?
The ball pit one, it keeps getting recommended to me, but I haven't checked it. No.
I think you would. I think you would like it. It's it doesn't play like a Five Nights at Freddy's game. It plays
I'll probably try it. I'll try it. I mean, it's Halloween. It's the Spooktober month. It's time to do it. Not to date your podcast.
The sound design alone will make it eerie as hell. Like honestly, I think it's probably the scariest one.
I'm down to try it. People have recommended stuff like that to me before in the first place.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's also pixel art. It's super cool.
Actually, what I do is I have my mods write down like games that I get excited for when I watch these game shows and stuff. Because I'm not gonna remember all of them because you see them once, every year.
Yeah.
Sure.
I go onto Steam and I wish list them so that I get an email when they go on sale.
I really should, because that also helps the game.
Yeah, I should do that as well.
It does help the game as well, though. But I just like having that list there to be like, what games have I wished? Like, what's on my wish list? Like, just having that digital wish list.
Maybe it'll be
really
nicer to
helps.
my mods, because instead of yelling at them to mods, write this down.
I do that too. Listen here.
Fable. I'm excited for Fable.
Oh,
We're getting another Fable game after years, which I'm really excited for.
I never played Fable.
That'll be.
There's also a new.
It's silly.
I think so. I know that Fable 3 gets a lot of hate. I actually really enjoyed 3.
I liked it.
But
I like Fable 3.
2 is probably the best one.
I kind of want to play them.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're very silly and dumb. I don't know how else to say it. They're very unserious games.
Yeah.
I do want to get
can
into.
marry
There's a new
people, too.
Dragon Age coming out, and I've been wanting to get into Dragon Age.
So
Yeah, that one's a little different.
The way
They
you guys
have a
both
complete
went,
tonal shift of art.
Whoa. Here's the thing: you haven't played a Dragon Age game, right?
I haven't. I know it's very Baldur's Gate-ish.
Well, what I'm saying is, since you haven't played a Dragon Age, the new one might actually be a good way to start for you.
Oh, interesting.
Because it's not a reboot, but it's definitely new.
Right. The play style looks more like Mass Effect 1 than anything else.
Wow, interesting.
Which Dragon Age 1 and 2 are not like that. Inquisition was kind of going in that direction. And then this one, Veilguard, is just straight up looking more like Mass Effect than Dragon Age has ever had. And it's because of that, it's become very divisive. But yeah.
Fans get
so
very
funny, I'm
mad at me
talking
when
as
I
if I know it.
mention trying to play the new Dragon Age that comes out before playing the old games first.
I think it might be just because of story, because
They're worried that the new game might be bad, and they want you to experience one of the good games first.
Oh.
I think that's what a fan would probably feel like.
Hey, I mean, if you play the bad one first and then work your way back to the good ones, like,
It's
I mean,
true,
it's
it's
only
true.
uphill from there,
I
right?
actually don't mind like hearing things out of order or playing games out of order because it makes me feel like then I'm going like back in time and like playing like a prequel to those characters.
Yeah,
it doesn't mess with my head as much. I actually like being spoiled on certain things, like just a little bit of a spoil, just because then when I'm watching or reading, I want to get to that point, Yeah.
This is how I know you watch TikTok. Like, this is how I know you use TikTok.
so fucked.
Dude, no.
You're such a TikToker, You damn TikToker.
No, I
I'm
just
the
like it.
exact same way.
For books,
because literally, I will be watching something on TikTok. I'll see a clip of like a show or a game or something, and I'll be like, "Whoa, how'd they get there?"
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what? That's why I love getting. I read a lot of enemies to lovers. It's like my favorite trope. But I love getting spoiled of like after they become lovers, like some scene or some moment, because then like when you're reading the book, you're like, that couldn't possibly be getting there. Like, I don't know what. And so I love the journey then to get to that point. I don't know.
I mean, for me, recently I watched Transformers 1, right? And I literally had no intention of watching it until I saw a clip on TikTok. And that clip was like, so the whole point is like the origin, of Transformers in a goofy retelling. And they like Optimus isn't Optimus yet. He was known as a different robot code.
Baby Optimus.
Yeah, and he's like breaking into this place to get some information, and they're like, "You're not supposed to be here." And then it's like, "Guys, we can talk about this." And then they were literally like, he's like, "All right, you guys are asking for it." It's like, "What are you gonna do? You can't even transform." And then he goes, "Oh yeah, watch this." And then he does like the movements, but he does it, and then he just bolts.
Oh,
that's really silly.
I was like, that's the funniest shit. And
That's
that
the
is literally
Jotaro like equivalent, or the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure equivalent of just saying my secret technique is to run away.
Yeah, and that's literally like within the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Oh damn.
So I was like,
That's
okay,
really
I'm
silly.
watching this movie.
Yeah. Like I want to get to that point. Yeah, no, I feel it.
Yeah.
Do you guys have games that you know you'd probably love, but you just don't want to play, so you just watch somebody else play it? I've done that before with like
Interesting.
Yakuza and God of War, where I don't want to play the game, but I really want to watch it for the story.
I feel like that's how I am with horror games.
Yeah,
You're
horror
really
games,
interested in watching it, but not playing it.
Yeah, Elden Ring as well. I watched a ton of the boss battles for Elden Ring because I just like
Like
find
you're
like the
interested in the
animation.
story, or just the game? Like you want to watch somebody else play it
I
and
just
not
find
play
the
it
animation
yourself.
really pretty, and I just want to see what it looks like to beat that because I know I'll never get there.
Yeah.
So I just want to. I just want to see what it's like.
That was me with like Five Nights at Freddy's and Evil Within for a while.
I crashed.
Like everything crashed.
Well, it would have been called
Wait,
Scuff.
did your OBS crash?
VTube Studio crashed.
Oh, okay.
But your OBS is fine.
No.
Okay, I think you might have the same OBS issue that I had.
Chat, are you still here?
Now
Well,
you're asking.
we also have gone. We're also at an hour and a half, so we are here. Literally my computer's going. You're done.
If it makes you feel better, the new OBS update has been making everyone crash lately. I had
haven't
five
updated
crashes.
OBS in like a year, and I don't plan to.
Dude, I had I think 5 to 6 crashes in the last week, and I had a mental breakdown in the Costco parking lot about it. So, probably should get you to
you're
troubleshoot
still
that.
live. Your chat just can't see us.
Okay. I can fix that.
Yeah.
Then you're good. You're good. It was just a VTube Studio crash.
Wugga the Scuff
Literally,
and stuff.
you guys froze and I was still
I have one
moving.
brain cell, and CyYu has the other.
Oh my god, I
Welcome
think
to
it
Scuff.
crashed
Pong.
again.
Yeah.
I think it crashed again.
Wow.
Oh no, it was just loading your big ass head in.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm
wait,
sorry
his.
that your model is 200 megabytes, while this model's like maybe 20. All right.
You guys should also be
have a
using
lot
VTube
of
Studio without
assets.
Steam.
Oh yeah, I am.
I'm not.
I have a lot of
Shut the hell up, Joe.
beautiful jewelry on.
Me giving advice and not taking it myself.
Jesus Christ.
Your 4K model needs to be like squished down, Monarch.
My next model isn't this complicated.
Look at you.
I also just felt
Your-
bad to my
your tail.
Well, you know, I did have this model. My Siren model was designed by somebody else, and then when I brought the design to my mama to Lucid, I was like, we can kind of cut back on some of the details, and she went, no. She did them all. More
details.
Yeah.
You do have a lot
More
of detail on
pearls.
you. I noticed
do have
because
a
your
lot of
tail's been
detail on you.
smacking me in the face this entire stream.
Oh, you could have
Wow.
asked. I could have gotten rid of it.
I didn't want to. I didn't
But
want
I
you to
can
put
also
away your
add
tail. You know?
bubbles to the seat.
So remember how your VTube Studio just crashed?
Yeah, you're really pushing your luck.
Get hacked, VTube Studio.
You're not helping yourself.
That's so funny.
Get hacked. All the things.
Oh my gosh. Well, like you did say, I think we did reach our 2 hour.
No,
well, I'm
we
at
did
2
talk
hours
about
now.
a ton of games that made us rage bait. Yeah.
Games in general, really.
I know. Games are made to challenge you in different aspects, and all people have different strengths and weaknesses. So what might be fun for one person can be struggling for another person.
Like
I think.
Games are art to me. A game is whatever somebody sets out to make it to be. You can make out trash, and then it becomes trash, and that's what you wanted.
Yeah, The Last of Us 2.
Yeah, I guess.
Did you ever beat that?
No, I never finished it. It made me sad,
Honestly,
and I
That's another
honestly.
game that I don't want to play, but I like watching.
Honestly, you're
yeah,
better off.
I play games to escape my real life problems, not to then feel more sad.
Yeah.
It was good though. It was good. I just mentally am not there.
Oh, I 1000% get that.
No, I check out sometimes during games.
Yeah.
Then why are you playing it?
I have watched. So actually, Joel, you did ask any games that you don't want to play. I have watched videos of the ending of Last of Us, because I wanted to know what happened. So I do know scenes and things that happen at the end of the game, because I was like, I'm not gonna finish this.
Well, I grew up watching Let's Plays. That's probably why I do that sometimes.
Oh, right. Sorry.
It's fair.
Traumatizing.
Well, I'm looking forward to Dragon Ball and Shadow.
Sparkling Zero, yep.
Oh, of
and
course,
Shadow
the new
and Sonic
Shadow game, yeah.
Generations.
That's so unlike you,
Maria.
CyYu.
It's so good. Maria, I committed genocide for you.
Oh my.
That's not what I wanted, Shadow.
That's exactly what you wanted. You said it on the arc.
Well, thank
No,
you
I
so
said
much for today's episode and for joining us,
Yay.
Joel.
Of
Where
course.
can the viewers find you?
I'm Porcelain Made on everything. And I'm doing a lot of cool stuff lately. Hopefully I can bring these two on. I'm actually setting up a game show for
Ooh.
improv.
Oh.
And I'd love to have you
no.
guys on in the future.
We'll see about that. Incredible.
But yeah, no,
Yeah.
thank you guys for having me on. You know, we've been friends for like I think 3 years now, probably 2 years.
Yeah, I think so.
Over, yeah.
And I feel like I never get a chance to actually talk to you guys one-on-one. I mean, I have you on streams sometimes, but like we don't get to hang out as much because you guys are super busy off stream. So this is nice. It's nice to just yap with both of you.
Thanks for yapping with us. Appreciate
Of
it.
course.
All right, we'll sign off. Thank you guys. Bye.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
See you on the next one where we talk about things.
I'm gonna cut
Smash
it
or
right
pass
at
Pokemon
about
again.
where we talk about blank, and it's gonna cut right there.
Where we talk about.
I'm so sorry, YouTube. It's just how he is.
Yeah.
Oh, can't take you anywhere.
Oh.
Especially when he's this small. Gotta carry him. His stubby legs can't fucking walk fast enough.
What the fuck?
I'm just saying.
What do you think? I'm a
Maybe
corgi?
if you drank your milk, maybe you'd be able to run faster.
I literally have milk every day. And
CyYu,
orange
you
juice.
must be this tall to ride this ride.
Yeah.
And fuck you guys.
right
Walking around with
right
a
now, you're
bobblehead.
like we're sitting down, and I have you standing on your chair.
Oh, dude,
I was so tempted to get a stool PNG for him.
Well, just be glad I'm standing and not sitting.
Oh my god, get back here.
Oh God.
He's like off screen now.
See? You're welcome.
This little guy. He looks like
You're
you look like a
welcome.
mini you know those mini versions of the Teen Titans from that one episode where there was like a smaller
Oh, yeah.
Robin?
Not Teen Titans Go, but like I get you.
Yeah, you look like that.
Oh, here I'm gonna add something into.
So apparently one of my mods, Simba, just told me that Halo Infinite is getting a third-person mode.
Oh.
That's weird.
That is weird.
That's really weird.
I mean, I'm down to try, but that's weird.
Instead of playing Halo Infinite, go play Halo Reach or Halo Wars.
Or Halo 3 ODST.
Or Halo 3 ODST.
Yeah.
Enjoy those.
Yeah.
Better games out there.
Yeah. I'm excited for the new Gears game.
New Gears game.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Gears of War. They're coming out with a prequel to the very first one.
They announced that a while ago. I forgot that was a thing that's in
was it?
production.
I guess it is a while ago, huh?
Dude, that was like
guys-
last year.
Showcase. Yeah.
Do you guys have my stream open?
No, why?
Nothing.
When did you, well, now
You.
you can't say nothing. Now I'm gonna go
I
open
put
it.
a little. You must be this tall to ride this ride behind CyYu.
Oh, you're out. This is so cute. I love your little chairs.
Thanks.
What does CyYu have set up?
You must be this tall to ride.
CyYu, what the fuck is this? Did you make this yourself?
To ride the ride.
It's the Scuff and Stuff podcast. It's the set.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's meant to be shitty.
The difference between you and Monarchs is insane.
Yeah, that's what makes it funny.
Wait, there's a. I looked up like signs,
so
and there's one
silly.
that's like you're too tall to ride this ride.
Chat, for you guys watching me, Monarch has a very beautiful setup, and then CyYu's like scribbled with crayon.
I think that
Yeah.
his. I like the aesthetic. It looks like those cafes that are like meant to be like drawings. You know, they look like they're 2D.
I've never been to one of those.
That's what I went for. Uh-huh.
And not a children's Scuff drawing. Not at all.
Do you do you know what the plant above Monarch is?
The plant.
I do not. Is there a plant above
Oh, on
her?
your stream?
Yeah, on my stream. I mean, you know, don't tell Joel.
Let me look again. Let me take another peek. I do not know what that is.
It's a bracken.
Okay. All right.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
You did? Aw, dude.
It's a
That's
bracket.
pretty great.
CyYu, why is your microphone
A toy? Yeah, I thought it'd be funny.
I think it's cute. It matches the color scheme.
Yeah, you have a little lav mic.
I like
I
it.
do.
You're
Well,
welcome.
You gotta put like a snowball in here next time.
Oh god.
The fucking Yeti, the
Yeah,
Yeti
the
snowball.
Yeti, the horrible snowball mic. We've all had
refuse.
one.
That'll be the guest mic.
It was everyone's first mic. Okay, well, if it's gonna be the guest mic, I'm gonna start talking.
Oh my
No,
God.
my first mic was a Rock Band mic.
Mine was the Snowball, and then I moved up to
Mine was the Snowball.
the other one. What was the other one after
up.
Snowball?
Quote unquote, the Blue Yeti.
Yeah, I went from Snowball to Blue Yeti, and then I got
think I
it in
did
AT
too.
2020, and then I got my
Wait!
Shude SM7B.
Joel, we're literally the same. That's literally what I did.
Same path. Snowball,
Same
Yeti,
path. Yep.
AT 2020,
AT 2020. I had that for like
SM7B.
8 years. That shit was indestructible.
I went from a Rock Band mic to the Snowball, then the Yeti. Then there was one called the Shure PG42 USB. Which at the time folks were like, oh, this is the closest you'll get to a condenser mic that's a USB mic.
And we all use
Mm.
condenser mics now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank God.
I
Yeah.
use
I have
a
a
mic parts
SM7B.
S87.
We have the same mic right now, Monarch.
SM7B.
Yeah,
Are we the same person, Joel?
we might be. We might be the same. We went down the same timeline.
What little amp did you have with your AT 2020?
I think I. Oh God, I actually never paid attention to it. I think I bought just some random amp.
Mine was a Focusrite, CyYu. How did you know that?
Because that's usually the one that every goddamn voice actor would recommend.
Oh.
Listen, when one person recommends something,
It's cheap and it's running on USB, and eventually they updated it so the Focusrite Solo 3rd generation had a USB-C, so you didn't have to worry about it fucking breaking.
if only there was a. You know, I'm just happy that GoXLR is making a comeback.
Are they?
Is it?
Isn't the company
yep.
gone?
They were gone, and I was just told recently by one of my mods that they're making a second one. They got picked up.
Huh?
Yep.
Wow.
So we're getting another GoXLR. Thank God.
Please have a white edition. I want everything to be white in my office.
What? No, dude. You can see all. Then if it gets dirty, you'll be able. You'll see it.
I live clean. I want everything white. I clean it.
Apparently, GoXLR laid off their whole staff.
Yes, they did.
Say you
That
live in
did
a dust
happen.
bowl, Joel. Just admit it.
They did.
They have a
no,
mic?
I do have a lot of dust in my house.
GoXLR has their own microphone?
Well, I'm not gonna get that. I don't need whatever the fuck that is.
What the hell is that?
Yeah. They're gonna have another GoXLR, like the GoXLR 2.
The
That's silly.
GoXLR Pro.
That's silly.
That is silly.
All right. Well, thank
Okay.
you guys for having me on.
Yeah,
This was
no.
real fun.
And you guys, you're gonna go play Sonic, right?
I'm gonna go to hopefully finish Sonic Unleashed so I can move on to a different Sonic game.
Well,
'cause
have
I'm
so
right at
much
the end.
fun.
We'll see, dude. I'm gonna order chili dogs. I'm gonna see if I can beat the game and eat some chili dogs and just
Ooh.
have a good rest of the night.
Yeah, have a good stream. Yeah.
Come on, look at Discord.
What is
Keep
this?
showing the GoXLR mic.
No.
What is this? Yeah,
What
the,
is
I
this?
know. I have this actually in my throne, the white one. I know.
Oh, that's what the. It's a white GoXLR.
No, I know, but I was just saying if they're coming out with a new like a new one, then I don't want to get this
That looks
one.
I see,
atrocious, dude. I
I
do not
want that so badly. I want that. I kind of want the smaller one because I don't even use the effects, so I might just get the small one.
I use the effects.
I do.
But I
too.
like
How
the
else
small
will
one.
I sound like, you know, a fucking droid from Star Wars?
The small
How
one
else will
can't be
people be
a.
like,
Oh my god, he sounds like Alistair. What is this guy doing? This guy's such a noob.
Do you guys open your? So mine doesn't work unless I have the app open.
Yeah, you.
I have,
to
yeah,
it
you
open.
have to have the app open.
See, I don't open it every stream. I should.
It automatically opens.
Mine does
Yeah.
not. Mine's closed.
Oh, brother.
It explains a lot of audio issues that you have sometimes.
Facts.
This thing is very, very finicky, okay?
Oh, I know. If you simply talk about the chords, it starts.
If I hit the table too hard, everything disconnects.
Mine as well. If I sneeze a little
God.
bit too loudly,
Bless
feel
you.
it. Have a good stream though. I think
Thank you guys.
Yeah. Have a good
Bye.
one.
This was really fun. I hope you guys enjoy. I think you're playing Killing It With Fire, right?
Yeah, we're gonna
Two.
exterminate.
Sad game. I'm a big
Two.
Spider fan. It's a sad game for me.
Well, they
murdering
might
them.
end up winning. We'll find out.
I would love for if you guys were just to lose that game. Holy shit.
What the fuck?
That'd be so funny.
We
You
added to
lost
the
to the
Rage Quit
spiders
games.
with flamethrowers.
It can't
I don't
happen.
know. A final boss spider might kill us. Might clap our booty cheeks. Who knows?
Well,
Hey,
thank you guys for the podcasts.
Yeah, have a good
It was
one.
really fun to be on. Feel free to have me on anytime.
Yee.
It's always nice to get
Thanks
to
for
hang
being
out
our
with
first
two of
guest.
my best buds. Yeah.
Hey, first
Yeah.
guest.
First guest.
Yeah.
All
right.
right. Have a
Bye,
good one.
everyone.
Bye, Joel.
Bye-bye.
Joel.
How do I leave? How do
Yeah,
I
just
leave the
leave.
collab? Do I?
Fuck out of here?
Just walk out of here.
But then I'm still
Just,
streaming,
like,
so I have to
get
get
up
you
and
guys
walk
off my
outta
screen
here.
too.
Get out of here.
I can't make
Get
you. I
outta
can't make you
here.
leave.
I
just
made him
just
leave.
the feet.
I disappeared.
Okay.
Yeah, I made him
Bye.
leave.
There.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
God, what a fucking weirdo.
Okay, well I didn't leave yet.
Hey,
Oh,
buddy.
he's
That's
still
cool.
here.
Hey.
You know what? I'm gonna talk about you guys in therapy.
All right. Thank God. Now what a fucking.
All right. No. Okay, we're gonna switch it over to Kill It With Fire. Can we just take a little
Yeah.
pee break? I have to pee so bad.
Yeah, literally what I was gonna say.
Okay, I'm awesome.
All right, cool.
Okay, BRB, BRB.
Be right back.